husband and wife living together means that you are becoming filial couple. It's not about you give something to your parents, but showing how husband and wife live together in happy life. That itself is a filial piety. But suddenly, if you start saying that you're gonna get divorced, trying to separate yourself, how painful would your parent be? So living together as a couple well is a filial piety. Staying well with living well, getting along with your siblings is another idea of the filial piety. If you have the heart that my older brother must die because of this reason, how would your parent feel? So that's why you must become a siblings of filial piety. You must become filial couples. And giving birth to a child and then raising your child very well, that itself is offering filial piety back to your parents. How happy would your child's grandparents would feel? How would your parents feel? How would your ancestors would feel? Even as you attend your parents, you must have the heart of the parent to attend them. And that is the completion of filial piety of a child. That is what we learned from true parents. Those who truly attend true parents have the parental heart of attending true parents. So, Temonim is the one who completed that stage, who perfected her with that love. Although she attended her as true mother, but at the same time, she gave birth to her, and she, as a position of nanny, she has raised true mother, and she has completed true mother, and that itself shows a proof how to live attending our true parents. So whenever we attend our parents, our physical parents, we should attend them with the heart of parents. That is completion of filial piety. That is the heart of heavenly parent. Although we are living in difficult places, a difficult situation, they are deep rooting their faith. That is revealed through spirituality workshop, through spirituality academy. And those who attended this workshop, they are going out to shout out our truth, our voice, with boldness, with strength. So the spiritual world is cooperating with them. And today, I thought he was really receiving a spiritual message as the phone rang. And I realized that Hyojin has composed second song for Heavenly Japan, and that is The Heart of Running. Now the first song was to stand, but second song is to run. So they are practicing this praise very hardly, very diligently. So as we are witnessing that we're receiving lyrics, receiving composed song from the spiritual and making such composition within this world, and we are exactly receiving such message from the spiritual, and we are looking at miracle happening. We are receiving direct message from the spiritual world. So amongst the words the message that we read to True Mother, let me share one of the spiritual message that we read to True Mother recently. On 1376 Cheonshim Won visual devotion 2 days ago, this message was given to us. True Father gave us, you must stay focused. In this new world, new start, new beginning, if you don't become one with Holy Mother Han, naturally you will fall apart. The time of heaven's judgment is coming. Even that came out from the Bible. What is the standard of the judgment of the heaven? That is how much your life has become one with Holy Mother Han. If you deny the Holy Spirit, there's no forgiveness. Unless, just like how the work of repentance occurred by the Apostle Paul, no salvation can be made. What is the ark in this flood-like era? That is Holy Mother Han's womb. Who are the ones who have not become one Holy Mother Han? Through Cheonshim Won, you have to listen to heaven's message. You should have to receive the enlightenment. And in this invisible spiritual battle war, flood-like battle war, it will reveal through the natural disaster. with this hopeless world, the humanity will realize that Holy Mother Han is the truth. She is the only one whom we should cling on to. And through blessed families, all the people will gather eventually. And they will come asking, please share such blessing. The day will come when people will come in like a flood. How can you open the era, live in the era of where Heavenly Parent directly governs without experiencing Heavenly Parent's heart, without resonating with her heart? So indemnity, if you make any sin and make your indemnity will be paid in the future, eventually. So if we have hope, our pure waters is standing up throughout the world. So our pure waters must offer Cheonshim Won vision devotion, always sanctify one's heart, and always realize heaven's will that is right for that each person. And you should always, all of you must realize the evil spirit's work, and you must understand how to make victory, how to become one with Holy Mother Han, and only then, even though the path may seem hard and difficult and long, that is the only way to make victory. While Holy Mother Han, True Mother, is on this earth, that is the fastest route to complete this providence. What is the hope during this chaotic era? How heaven is working. Through Cheonshim, heaven is working. Through Holy Mother Han, heaven is working. With this absolute faith, if you move forward with such absolute faith, you will receive the radiant light of heaven coming down to you. No matter what kind of storm you face, please do not get away from the ark of Holy Mother Han. Aju. So, at Cheonshim Won, we're offering prayer. And we're offering prayer at Holy Mother, Ark of the Holy Mother Han. At the Holy Mother Han's womb, where we are connected to True Mother through umbilical cord, the strongest ark is Cheonshim Won Visual Devotion. So all the brothers and sisters around the world, the Cheonshim Won prayer rooms in every church, that is the ark to bring salvation to all the humanity. When evil spirits attack people, and they have bipolar, they commit suicide, and they go to ER room, and such things happen. But they can come to this training center and receive salvation. Anyways, to our second who received spiritual message was given that you must mobilize entire spirits in one John, and it doesn't have to be long. You just call out this person, mobilize. That's good enough. You don't need to make formal words. We don't have time to make formal words. You just got to call out their names and tell them to mobilize. Telling them, let us protect our True Mother. In order for them to do this well, they must stay focused as well. So when you got to go to grave sites of our blessed families, call out them to stand up and protect our True Mother. During this Holy Mother Han era, when our second gens are moving forward, tell me who's not listening to him. Tell me any spirits who are not listening to you. That's how True Father is scolding. I will scold them. I will swear at them, telling them why they're not protecting Holy Mother Han. They have nothing to say. And I know they won't do it, but that's how bold, that's how strong you must offer prayer. And if you offer such prayer, they will be grateful to come to you, and they will say, I've been waiting for this moment. All the spirits will welcome you. So all the leaders, in order for you to fulfill your responsibility, you need cooperation from our blessed families in the spiritual. So please, I beg you. This message was given to our second gen. So please do not go forward by yourself, but True Father told us to go there with several people to mobilize the spiritual world. So, and also Hyoji님 sent us a message. Did you mobilize leaders well? Did you go all the grave sites? If you went to first and second grave site, Hyoji님 is saying you have to go to third and fourth grave sites too. You must call all the leaders who are lying on the graveside of the Cheonshim Won. You must mobilize them to protect Holy Mother. But thank you for coming. Although I said it's white, although you sent me a wrong flower, but I'll just dismiss that. I guess our brother, our member bought a wrong flower. Anyways, did you meet Shingyul? What did he say? And he, our second just shared the general message of Shingyul. Did Shingyul miss you? As you know, in order to receive blessed family, there are a lot of people with the sorrowful situation, sorrowful circumstances. There are many people in the spiritual, but there's only one heart in the spiritual world, and that is to protect Holy Mother. They all are saying that they want to Holy Mother, True Mother. They have all those painful heart within blessed families. Because that is great responsibility. Once you come to spiritual world, you can realize this. I know you're bright in spiritual world, and I'm telling you this kind of message. But we need more second and third who can communicate with the spiritual world. Hejin, Hijin, Shinye are all the same. At young age, they couldn't blossom themselves at a young age, and they had to carry on the indemnity they didn't have to pay. At such a young age, they've been sacrificed for the providence, for these blessings. I truly hope that you can comfort them. And they need people whom pray for them. We need future generations who can offer prayer for them, to resonate with them. How grateful is this that we already see a lot of pure waters? So come back during Thanksgiving. I want to see you again and again. Aju, bring me a cup of coffee. Lesbi is something that I wanted to drink. It's one of the Korean coffee drink. Anyways, I wanted to drink coffee that I used to drink when I was composing the song. So this is Hyojin's words. Whenever you go to meet Hyojin and bring coffee to him. Aju? Ask Professor O. I think he's talking about Professor Oh Tae-kyung. And Hejin says, thank you for the flower. And Shinye and Shingyul, they say they want to say thank you. And especially one of the public leader in the second graveside, he's waiting for you to call his name. And you came to them, and he was coming to me crying that you guys came to offer prayer for him, calling out his name. And our brother Yang Hyo-jung, he was truly happy as he saw you guys offering the song of the pledge. He said that he felt very sorry that he couldn't fulfill his pledge. So you must. We are hoping that you sing other song than pledge, song that is more hopeful, that is more positive. But as a first gen, we truly feel sorry that you're singing the song pledge to move forward for Heavenly Parent. There are many ancestors whose descendants do not come. Even there are descendants who went to the different path. So your small devotions are truly giving us a lot of support. But also, I truly hope that you attend third and fourth graveside. Please, at least offer prayer at Cheonshim Won. There are many elder members who are trying to cooperate. They will cooperate with you at this moment. We need leaderships to have a lot of wisdom, a lot of courage to move forward. No matter how wise a leader is, if they don't receive cooperation and blessing from heaven, everything will become difficult. A few days ago, True Mother, you read the letter that True Mother wrote to Hyojin, right? In the past, True Mother wrote a letter to Hyojin. You heard this. You remember this message, right?
그 말씀을 하시는 겁니다.
So Hyojin talking about this.
어머님께서 내게
So,
보내주신 그 편지는
The letter that True Mother sent me
내가 크게 힘들어했을 때
was when I was having such a difficult time, severely difficult moment. It was a time when I was very lonely.
내가 부모가 되어 보니까 알게
As I became parents, I realized
수많은 책임을 짊어지고 흥진이를
that
떠나보내고
that having a tremendous responsibility, letting Hyunjin to ascend to spiritual, True Father going to the Danbury, and True Mother had to lead the future generation.
조언이 생각
And as I remember that, I remember True Mother advices. So I offered 40-day vigil, and I went around the world to search for leaders, to study about the leadership. That's how much effort I put. But many people did not understand me, and I tried to still love them. Then one day, I received tremendous blessing and grace from the heaven, and then I finally realized that the path that your parents walked was this kind of path. Heaven does not work without condition. That's what your parents taught us. And the grace of Heavenly Parent, for such grace to reach out to the members, we must pay the sacrifice, pay the condition, pay the effort for such work of heaven to rise to every single one of our members. And once that work appears, a lot of blessing, a lot of grace will come down. I cried and cried in tears when nobody was able to understand me. I had to understand them. I had to embrace them. And most of all, with Heavenly Parent, if we do not know the will of heaven, the right moment for the heaven, no matter how good circumstance is, that will go into vain. I couldn't fulfill my responsibility. If you ask me if I was in spiritual world, I wouldn't regret the fact that I came to spiritual world because I had to do something. But to True Mother, I feel very sorry. The True Mother, during the most difficult time for myself, she suffered more than me. She prayed for me. She loved me, and she supported me not as a mother, but as a heavenly mother. She gave me those words. I realized this as I become parents. As I look at my children, as I look at my grandchildren, I can truly understand True Mother's heart, and I can truly understand True Father's heart. And the only thing I can say is I'm very sorry to them. As I came here, as I feel more and more of True Parents' heart, I can feel their heart more. Even the spirits here, they're not the damaged spirit before. Through providence of this physical world, we can feel anew. We can get closer to our parents. I didn't think to talk like this much, but I could stop myself. President Lee Gi-sung,
참 부끄러운 말도 있는데 다 읽는다고 생각하니 참으로
thinking that he would read everything for me, although I have things that I should not have said, things that I feel embarrassed, I still feel grateful. For you, attend President Gi-sung well, and with pure heart, pure water, pure gold heart, receive message from spiritual realm, receive more message from spiritual realm, realize spiritual realm, study about spiritual, receive cooperation from the spiritual world. Every day you must resonate with the spiritual world, and I truly hope that you can teach blessed families. Those who receive spiritual message, you must let your brothers and sisters know. And you have responsibility to let them know how to communicate with spiritual. It's not the fact that you're the only ones who are spiritual, communicate with the spiritual. Many people should come out. This era is an era where many people can communicate with spiritual. You must open the path to educate people. You must light the path for everyone. So those who So we shouldn't stay as blind and deaf, but now we should experience spiritual world, to subject the spiritual. It is the time for us to become such, to have such power. You have your own spiritual body. If your spiritual body leaves your body, you have to go to the spiritual. You have to think about eternal spiritual world. And if spiritual heaven asks you, what have you done in the physical? If you have nothing to say, what would happen to you? Recently, our brother Kim Jo-han shared Hyojong testimony. Please send me to the physical world again. Please send me to the ground again. What would happen if they don't listen to you? What would happen if they don't listen to you like Kim Jo-han? So we should feel glorious that we have met true parents. Humanity's wish is to meet true parents. Even if one must go path of death, the one person we must meet is true parents. And our sister shared her testimony that she felt her spirit leaving her body. She has went into the place, felt her spirit leaving her body. She has went into the place of death to meet true parents. Even if one were to lose all of history, lose all of the era, and lose all of one's descendants, if one meets true parent, that is to regain history, to regain the era, and to regain the future. Such persons are true parents. That is the true parents we're believing in. Everything is concluded in the meeting of true parents, meeting true parents. So, my brothers and sisters, our sister was diagnosed with some kind of disease, and she has suffered in pain. Everything goes back. Everything resolved by going back to true parents. And our missionary Lee Kwon-woo, and he had incurable disease, and by meeting true parents, he was able to resolve all the problems. So everything eventually comes to an end by meeting true parents. And even unification of this Korea, this North and South Korea, will eventually meet true parents, and only then it'll happen. So everything concluded in meeting true parents. The appearance of true parents in humankind is a wish of history, wish of nation, wish of ideology, and wish of providence. Therefore, the time when such true parents appear is an unprecedented and never to be repeated time, the very pinnacle that comes only once in history. Looking from the perspective of the eternal world, a human lifetime is a life like the length of a single breath. Just like single breath compared to the eternal world, this time of our life living in this physical world is very short. Because your parents came down in such physical world, how have you lived? We read these Japan's words. There are people who do not have these words struck in their heart. Your parents left these words in Cheonshim. Because I came to know that God is the only being, a solitary being, a teacher-like being who understands my situation. I knew that my mission was until the day I die, I resolve even one of His wishes and hope to expand even one foundation in that realm and to gather people who would live for God. That is why, even when I was cursed, I did not oppose. Even when I was struck, I did not take revenge, but endured with love, because I was born as God's child, and because I had the responsibility to establish His will. Thinking about how to establish this tradition, I came forward fighting, even if I had to walk staggering, even if I had to walk bent over, even if I had to crawl on my belly, saying that at least this must be left behind. How can we establish this tradition? The path that your father walked. We resolved to follow his path. Then how can we establish this tradition? So he came for fighting, even if he had to walk staggering, even if he had to walk bent over, even if he had to crawl on his belly. Your father, throughout his life, he set his tradition to move forward, and we are his children. A true mother is trying everything to set the standard. As she offered 1,095 days of devotion, she could not sleep throughout the night. She had she communicated with heaven. And on the day when I couldn't lead vigil, True Mother could not sleep at all. And she called Tusungyun World Mission Headquarters Director at 2 a.m. and she appointed Heavenly Korea Family Federation President. And this morning, she called us and she directed us to appoint him as the president. But we couldn't do it on that day. Yesterday, we were able to have appointment ceremony for our president, Heavenly Family Federation. True Mother couldn't sleep all day long thinking about how to resolve this problem. That's how worried she is. There were many times when we slept very comfortably, with peace. And now True Mother, as she attended as she offered devotion 1,095 days, she thought about True Father, and she said that she has become absolutely one with True Father, that True Father's mind became her mind, and her mind became True Father's mind. And she showed us, if we became absolutely one with True Mother and moved forward, we could have fulfilled the will, but everybody left. And even True Mother says she's the only one left. Even True Mother says she was in the desert where a sandstorm is causing her to open her eyes, and she had to find that needle. She had to unbutton all the buttons to realign everything. She had to say those words. She had to express those words because she was in that state. And she has been trying to restore children, find children back and back and back. And she moved the providence in order to proclaim the settlement of Cheonshim. She was, by setting the foundation of restoration of 7 nations, 1 continent, and 7 religions, she went to Africa, Sao Tome and Niger. As she met the leaders of Niger, meeting the president, meeting the Secretary General, meeting everyone, she blessed them and she set the foundation, set a condition that continent has been restored. And in order to show us the heaven, in order to establish visible heaven on this earth, she has opened an era. Well, she made a goal to open an era where we can directly attend Heavenly Parents substantially. By opening the tunnel to Islam, she has led the prophets with tears, blood, and sweat. And we spent meaningless days. We complained. We blamed. We don't have that time anymore. We must become absolutely one with Holy Mother and True Mother. We must live the rest of our lives centering on Holy Mother to make miracles. We don't have time. So we must accomplish an era, a time when we can offer visual devotion and worship every Friday. Only then we can light up the heavenly unified Korea to be accomplished. I'm certain that amazing work will happen on that day. When heaven comes down to show the miracle, no matter what kind of religion they were, Christian, Hindu, whatever they believe, they will come. And through a vigil, they will meet True Mother. They will come on the train of heaven, and the amazing work of heaven will open for us, revealed to us. This day has come. When the heaven's door is wide open for us, that day has already come. So now, through Cheonshim Won devotion, we must become absolutely one with Holy Mother Han, and we must wake all those people of the world who are deaf, who are blind. We must make such miracle. Please believe that spiritual world is mobilized. All the spiritual is mobilized through this month. I truly hope that you make this vigil graceful, filled with love.